it is Ole Miss and Georgia Tech. The winner will take on Murray State in the regional final coming up tonight at 7 Eastern.
SEC versus SEC, everything that you want. When you look at Georgia Tech, this is one of the youngest lineups you will see in the country. Only one upperclassman in the starting lineup, Alex Hernandez, fantastic freshman, great athlete, and he's had a great regional.
Cade Townsend on the bump today for the Rebels.
And Cade Townsend is special. He has electric stuff with his 4-pitch mix. You'll see a breaking ball that's going to remind you of Dwight Gooden. He will be a star in the SEC. But right
as it's 3-2 to Georgia Tech's leadoff batter, Drew Burris. And Burris draws a leadoff walk. So an 8-pitch at bat. 1-1 to Schmidt. Stings this one out to right field. Back and gone. Kent Schmidt, who did not have a hit yesterday, answers the call big time here in the first inning. It is 2-0 Georgia Tech.
Talk about having the clutch gene and what Georgia Tech baseball is all about. Getting off to a fast start, rattling the other pitchers early, and just a nice quality swing from Schmidt. He tattooed that ball, effortless, as he puts it in the right field. From Cade Townsend.
This one hit well out towards left field, back to the wall, and that one is gone. Back-to-back home runs from the Ramblin' Wreck. Kyle Lodi's makes it 3-0 Georgia Tech.
Coming into this game, if we would have thought a team was going to hit a number of home runs, we would have said it's Ole Miss. That's what they do. They hit bombs, but the top of the lineup for Georgia Tech, getting it done early, going to be the key. Him with first pitch strikes.
Down goes Hernandez for the first down of the inning. Got him. Kerr strikes out to conclude. They have pounded the ball at times, and this is a tough lineup to deal with.
I mean, absolutely. This is a lineup where, as an opposing pitcher, it keeps you up the night before. They have well over 100 home runs on the season, set a school record for home runs.
It'll be Jalen Payton on the hill. The senior out of Atlanta, Georgia, will try to preserve this 3-run lead.
And Payton's a guy, they said, he can give it to us. A guy that's coming off of an injury.
6 home runs, all solo shots, as Sanford drives this one out to right. This will be extra bases for Mitchell Sanford. Sanford will cruise into second base. He's got a leadoff double. And here we go for the Rebels. 2-1. Into right field, and Hill has an RBI hit. Sanford in, 3-1. Georgia Tech up by 2. Lost him. Unimar drives it to left, and it is caught. And then fumbled out and left by Caleb Daniel, and the runners stay in place.
To start the game.
Line deep out to right, to the wall. Goodbye. Erases the 3-0 deficit.
This is what Ole Miss baseball does. They hit home runs in bunches. Humphreys hits his 12th home run of the year into the student section, and they do liquid celebrations out there. Whatever's in your hand goes up, and it doesn't come down. Close a pitch to take.
3-2 towards left field, and the line over the head of Caleb Daniel. Smithwick stops at third, and Federico is at second with a double. Out in bunches. And they aren't missing anything right now. They didn't miss there. Another hit. Foley with an RBI single that scores Campbell Smithwick. The lead increases to 5-3.
You know, it just makes no sense. You would think you get out to the fast start that you want and the pitching staff can just go and pitch comfortably, but that has not been the case for the Yellow Jackets as they go into the bullpen and bring in Carson Ballard.
Here's Mitchell Sanford again, and Sanford swings at the first pitch. That will go right to Drew Burris, and that concludes the inning. Over 45 minutes. Humphrey going deep.
Inside.
Back-to-back base runner. Hudson Calhoun, 3-0 this season, 21st appearance on the year, and he's got some problems that he's dealing with heading in.
I mean, coming in there facing one of the...
Popped into the air, shallow right field. Federico coming on, has the catch, and Burris still without a hit. High fly ball out towards center field. Humphrey has room, and the out. Hudson Calhoun gets out of danger. Here later tonight, and Hill drives this one into left field. That's a base hit, and it will send Hill to second base with a leadoff double. Two-two, popped into center field. That gets down for a base hit. Hill stops at third base. Furness at first, runners at the corner, which will be either Duke or Oklahoma State as Humphrey skies this one in the air. This could be deep enough to score a run. Hill scampers in from third, and it is a 6-3 Ole Miss lead. Popped in the air, left field, and there to make the catch is Caleb Daniel. Lackey doubled in his first appearance. Over to Chang. Low throw, and that gets away from Furness. Lackey will take second base. Normally a much older league. The 0-1 is into right field, and that will be a base hit. Curse gets to second base. Lackey is in, and the deficit is back down to 2. 6-4 lead for Ole Miss.
If Ole Miss is playing tonight, this place is going to be electric.
Rogers strikes out for the second out for the Yellow Jackets. He swings at the first pitch, and this is a diving catch made out in left field by Mitchell Sanford to conclude the inning.
Murray State.
3-2. Burris
look who
hits
arrived
this
to
one
Oxford, Mississippi.
Deep to left field, and it is gone. Burris with his first hit of the regional. It is a home run and a 6-5 game as Burris is on the board in the Oxford Regional.
Burris finally said, "Hotty toddy, Oxford, Mississippi." A quality at bat. This is what makes him elite. And he hit it right away and knew he had enough of it. Oh,
And Schmidt
tied it up.
has his second home run of the day. Way out of here. Kent Schmidt ties this game up at 6. And for the second time today, the Yellow Jackets go back to back.
This may go down as one of the craziest regionals that I've ever covered.
1-2, gets by Luke Hill in the left field. First hit of the day for Alex Hernandez. 2-0. Over the glove of Furness, down the line, out in right. This will give Georgia Tech the lead. One run is in. Hernandez is in as well. And it's 8-6. Georgia Tech on a two-run double from Caleb Daniel.
Extra base hit, home run, or bust. And this ball is hit down the line, gets over the glove of Furness at first base. I actually thought he could have had a triple out of it. Pulled himself up at second base.
In the bottom of the fourth inning, but can Georgia Tech add to this? Drew Rogers hits this one towards Humphrey, who is in to make the catch to close out the inning. But 4 for Georgia Tech.
Good job getting on base.
Over to short. Good throw by Lodis to get and a run scored. 2-0. Into the shift to Hernandez. The Rebels go in order in the fourth. We'll talk to Mike Bianco.
Where we've seen him hit a number of solo home runs this weekend.
Utermark hits it well out towards center field. Burrs back. It's gone. A home run for Judd Utermark and Jay Walker.
Somebody's going to listen to me. This weekend, they've been the solo shots, and he just operates a little bit better with his timing.
Ball 4, and Smithwick is on. Ball 4. Foley had to give it a beat just to make sure that wasn't a strike. Called third strike on Chang. And now there are 2 down. Tie game. Hill swings at the first pitch. Playable out in shallow right field, and Alex Hernandez makes the catch, but Ole Miss ties it up. 2-2. And Lodis does not like that. He gets punched out. Won't get it there. Lackey drives that one into left field.
You got to start moving runners over, getting them in scoring position to take advantage.
And that gets away, allowing Lackey to go to second base.
Well, they did the job for you.
Breaking ball. Sneaks by Utermark. Here comes Lackey. Georgia Tech regains the lead, 9-8.
What a crazy ball game. So tight between the shortstop and the second baseman. With good speed on first, you're like, if it gets through, just not able to get there.
3-2. Got him. However, Georgia Tech gets the lead back. To run a great season for Vanderbilt. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk drawn by Will Furness. Chopper over to short, and it gets into the outfield. So we've seen defensive issues for Ole Miss. Now it is Georgia Tech. And he strikes out. Ground ball. This is into right field for a base hit. We are tied up again as Humphrey Almost went a little bit too wide past that base. It's an RBI hit for Hayden Federico. Strikes out to finish off the sixth. So Ole Miss strands a pair of runners. 2 on, 1 out for Schmidt. He strikes out. Swing and a miss. Lodi goes down. McCausland puts out the fire for the Rebels. He pitched yesterday in the loss. Chang with a chopper over to third for Kurse. Kurse with a throw, and it is in time.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. And we're seeing Patel.
Mitchell Sanford. This will be a tough play for Lodi's, and he can't make it. The dangerous Luke Hill. Sanford takes off. Lackey with a throw, and it is not in time. Sanford has the stolen base. He's in scoring position with 1 out. We'll have an opportunity to give Ole Miss a lead. And Furness drives it into right center. Ole Miss back on top, 10-9. An RBI hit for Furness.
Got one, and actually probably the hardest hit ball he's hit this weekend into the gap. Good job by Burris to track it down and keep it to just a single.
Ground ball over to Kurse. Kurse with the scoop, the throw, and the out. But the lead back to the Rebels.
And I'm sure there's others that have been bypassed that we wish we could have put on the list.
Smithwick pops this one out in the air to right, and it's gone! Shower time again at Swayze. 1-2. Called third strike, and Fawley goes down for the second out. Didn't look like Chang went around there, but he strikes out. 3 more outs potentially left in the season and the coaching career of Danny Hall.
Even with the crowd noise.
Ground ball over to Chang. Backhands it. Chang fires, and it gets away. And there's the bunt.
Nobody's
there to cover.
Whoa.
This one hit out to right field. Playable. Federico has it. Moving to third base is Brocious. 2 outs. Got him! Ole Miss advances to the regional final, and the amazing coaching career of Danny Hall is over. A Georgia Tech icon and legend says goodbye to Ole Miss head coach Mike Bianco.
One of the best to do it, second in all-time wins. Has established a program at Georgia Tech. Unfortunately for the Yellow Jackets, their season comes to an end.